happened in that game that was true discipline issues. And again, that's something that will be addressed, because you will not be on the field with this team if you're going to cause us to lose games. You're going to cause issues like that. So
this is a refreshing voice in sports right now because he is calling guys out. Do you think Robert Saleh would have called anyone out after the press conference? Nope. Everything's wonderful. Everybody's the best. Everybody had a great week of practice under Robert Saleh. Aaron Glenn's like, listen, man, if you're going to turn the ball over, if you're going to make mistakes, if you're going to have lack of concentration mistakes, you're not going to get on the field, so correct it now. I already love Aaron Glenn.
The one. Hall in the backfield. Fake it, and it's finished. There it is. By himself for the touchdown. Fields on fourth down. Steps up. Fields delivers. Catch made. And the ball is jarred loose. Garrett Wilson could not secure it. And Jalen Ramsey has slammed the door shut.
Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Jets lose a heartbreaker at MetLife. But are we in a field of dreams with the way Justin played today? We've got highlights. We've got Aaron Glenn's press conference. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go! Well, welcome to another installment and a new year on the Jets postgame show right here, New York Minute Sports. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I don't know about you guys, I'm happy after today. Even though they lost and I'm the most negative Jet fan on planet Earth, I'm actually feeling positive today. Even though we lost to the Ayahuasca King, and I can't stand that dude, but it's almost a victory in itself. We've got the Aaron Rodgers whole thing off the table and out of the way for the rest of the season. Now he can go cause drama for the Steelers and do whatever he does. But this is the point. The Jets look focused, man. This is the same exact team other than Justin Fields that they had last year, and they look completely different. You know why? Because of Aaron Glenn. You don't have somebody like Robert Saleh getting paper airplanes thrown at his back because everyone knows he wasn't the dude for the job and a leader of men. You could tell from play one today that the New York Jets were playing with urgency, playing with tempo, life, and fight and attitude. Those are all things that I haven't seen from the New York Jets in a very long time. I said it to you before, and this is not getting on the excuse train. I want to see the Jets come out and fight this year. I don't care about wins and losses. I want to see development of our young guys. I want to see if Justin Fields is the future of this team, and I want to see them gel. Guys, for the first test of the season, I think they passed with flying colors. The fumble in the special teams, yeah, guess what? The Jets are still the Jets in some aspects, and I get it. But the way the ball was being moved, the accuracy today of Justin Fields, the way and how quick he got the ball out today to his receivers, the Buckeye connection between Ruckert and Garrett Wilson looked on point today. By the way, everyone's talking about the rookie Taylor. We still have that Project Ruckert in his fourth year this year that we were thinking the world of, by the way, 2 years ago, and now he is actually paying dividends for us. Hall looked good. Allen, need a little more production from you, but there's only one football to go around, and that's the point. Hall looked good in the passing game. And then the wide receiver core that we have that is kind of non-existent was also decent in spots. Big drop at the end of the game, but you have to put up with the good and the bad in a young team that's building towards something, and that's the New York Jets. The RPO, okay? This is what I was saying on the Jets preview show. I didn't know what the RPO was going to hold because they're definitely not going to unleash it in the preseason and show the rest of the league exactly what they're going to unveil. But the Jets, this is the most athletic that they've been at the quarterback position theoretically ever, because Michael Vick was towards the end of his career when he was on the Jets, and it was after he got out of jail and had some ring rust and all that nonsense. But Justin Fields makes this team more athletic on third downs. You don't have Aaron Rodgers last year, who was almost immobile, okay? And Aaron Rodgers had a good performance today. He threw for 4 touchdowns. And, okay, he didn't have his boy Hackett in town. And all I could think about was, why didn't Aaron Rodgers bring his boy Hackett to the Steelers? Because the Steelers probably told him to screw off. And the Jets gave him everything that he wanted last year, and you saw how that turned out. Also, I said on the Jets preview game, it reminds me of when Brett Favre left the Jets and then went to the Vikings the next year and threw for 40 touchdowns. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have that kind of year. I was super impressed with how quick Justin Fields got the ball out, and when he is in the pocket, you could see it right here in the highlight, how accurate he was today by the sideline. I don't know what offensive scheme that they're running, but the offensive coordinator that Aaron Glenn brought over, and all I know is that the offensive coordinator that we got over from Detroit, has been excellent with Justin Fields' game plan and getting the ball to the end zone and getting the ball out of his hand, because Justin Fields' biggest problem is when he delays with the ball in his hand. So, yes, the Jets, they dropped the ball on special teams, but let me know in the comments below. Did you think as a Jet fan that the Jets were going to score even close to how many points that they scored today? Their offense looked more dynamic. Their defense looked great. Their edge rushers looked amazing today. Their backfield looked good. I believe the score wasn't indicative of how well that the defense played today. And if you notice, the Jets were playing man-on-man defense, and Sauce Gardner was loving it and turning back the clock to when he played at Cincinnati in his college days. But listen, man, 10 out of 10 from me, from the Jets today. Yes, would it have been great to get a win? Absolutely. But I didn't see the Jets doing anything before the season, and I have zero expectations for them this year. And I'll say it, Hall, he looked solid today. He looked quick. He hit the spots, and when he saw the holes, he hit them. He didn't go left, right, north, and south, and I think Aaron Glenn beat that into his head today. Make one cut and go. Kind of like an Arian Foster from the Texans back in the day. I see a lot of that. Offensive line play today. Excellent. Membo. All the young guys we got, they're looking like they're gelling, and I'm all good with it. Now, let's see what our new head coach, Aaron Glenn, has to say at his press conference today.
Game, but I'm not into moral victories. This was a game that, man, it was
literally the first thing I said was, this is a good moral victory, with my notes. Hey, listen, man, I know what Aaron Glenn's saying, and that's what I want my head coach to say. But if you're a Jet fan, after today's game, that is a moral victory. I feel good after that game. This is the best that I felt as a Jet fan probably in the last 2 years, because with Aaron Rodgers, I was just always waiting for the bottom to drop out. I was at the stadium when Aaron Rodgers snapped his shit, by the way. I got up to the nosebleeds that I paid $450 to. I sat down. I go, who's on the ground? The guy next to me goes, Aaron Rodgers. I go, yeah, that's really funny. Who's on the ground? He goes, Aaron Rodgers. So I've been in a deep Jets depression since then. So hopefully Aaron Glenn and crew can take me out of it. But I know that Aaron doesn't want a moral victory, but I got one today, and you should too.
back and forth, a lot of fighting. I thought offensively we did not a lot of good things offensively that we can build on. The one thing to me that had to turn this game is, man, we can't have turnovers. We can't do it. We have to be a more disciplined team, right? There were some penalties that happened.
If Gibson doesn't cough that ball up on special teams, the Jets go home with a victory today. The Jets are a young team. This is what you're going to get in the first year of a regime, and the only thing I can compare it to, since Aaron Glenn hasn't been a head coach yet, is the Detroit Lions. If you remember that first year with them, I think they finished with like 6 or 7 wins. It's a little fuzzy, but they were in every single game, and they were losing close games because young teams need to learn how to win Also, it happens in baseball. It happens in basketball. You can have all the talent in the world, but as you go through the playoffs and as you mature as a team, you learn how to close games out, and that is a perfect example by Aaron Glenn. You're not going to win ball games when you're turning the ball over with about 4 minutes left.
Happened in that game that was true discipline issues, and again, that's something that will be addressed because you will not be on the field with this team if you're going to cause us to lose games. You're going to cause issues like that. So
this is a refreshing voice in sports right now because he is calling guys out. Do you think Robert Saleh would have called anyone out after the press conference? Nope. Everything's wonderful. Everybody's the best. Everybody had a great week of practice under Robert Saleh. Aaron Glenn's like, listen, man, if you're going to turn the ball over, if you're going to make mistakes, if you're going to have lack of concentration mistakes, you're not going to get on the field, so correct it now. I already love Aaron Glenn.
You're going to cause us to lose games. You're going to cause issues like that. So we will get that addressed, and we got to continue to work. The one thing I told our guys, listen, we got Buffalo coming here next week. Damn good team. We all know that. The only thing we can do is get back to work next week. And again, the things that I saw that was positive, man, we're going to build on those things. And I love what I saw on a lot of different areas. But there are some things we definitely got to fix, and we will get those things fixed going into the next week.
Specifically with the penalties, Aaron, that's something you've harped a lot all throughout camp.
Absolutely.
I know you're fine with the competitive ones, or you find nerve with the competitive ones, but to see the Quincy roughing call,
Well, just like I said, I mean, those things got to be fixed. You can't be on the field with us. That's just what it is.
Just curious to hear your thoughts about the defense and how they played.
Gave up too many points. Can't do that.
Specifically, the secondary.
I love this press conference. I love it. No fluff, just like New York Minute Sports. No fluff, just giving you the straight facts. Check us out on Instagram, NEWYRKMIN.
It looked like Sauce was on DK, obviously, in the whole game, but the rest of the guys, it looked like there might have been some coverage breakdowns, especially on the first touchdown with the slot receiver.
Well, it's hard for me to say that until I really look at the tape. I mean, it just goes back to defense. Like, you just can't give up that many points. That's just what it is.
Sauce held DK Metcalf to under 100 yards. Sauce Gardner showed up to play today, was more physical, played more man-on-man, and you know that Sauce Gardner, we're going to get the best version of him so far with his head coach being Aaron Glenn.
Talk about Justin Fields today. Who's debut?
I thought he did an outstanding job. Outstanding. Again, I want to go back and look at the tape and really dissect everything, but just from the naked eye, I thought he did a really good job.
Was there any thought to
Justin Fields' line today, 16 for 22, 218 yards thrown, average 9.9 yards per pass, 1 thrown touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, 48 yards rushing. The guy does everything. The guy is one of the best athletes we've ever had at the quarterback position, and let's hope he can build on this and keep it up, guys, and be the next Geno and Sam Darnold.
And our running backs. And they did a good job.
Did Rodgers show you anything that you hadn't seen before? Like, how would you assess his performance?
I mean, he's a good passer. I mean, we all know that. So that's nothing new.
your offensive line dealt with a pretty big blow with ABT?
Yep.
I want to say 1 or 2 sacks today. Breece was at one point over 100 yards as a team on the ground. Can you just talk about your front?
There's really nothing to talk about. I've been saying that from the longest. We have depth there. So we have total confidence in anybody that comes in our O-line.
How do you think?
Well, there you go. Aaron Glenn's post-game press conference. I'm not going to play the whole thing and bore you, but the Jets, I don't know. I think that they can build on this. They can build on the performance of Justin Fields, the performance of the offensive line, the tempo, the pace, the hunger, the attitude today. The attitude, did you see the chippiness of the Jets? They got a chip on their shoulder, and it looks like Aaron Glenn has instilled that Bill Parcells mentality in them where the Jets are tired of getting pushed around and being the laughing stock of the NFL. And you know what? You might beat the Jets this year, but they're going to take a chunk out of your ass after you leave MetLife Stadium because the Jets are a tough team and no more clown shows and push-arounds. Next week, we get the Buffalo Bills in town to MetLife. And the one thing you got to remember, Jet fans, is when you have a divisional game in the AFC, especially the AFC East, throw the wins and loss records out, and it doesn't matter. Anybody can win those games. Remember in that Aaron Rodgers games where he got hurt and tore his Achilles, and the Jets wound up winning that Bills game in the first game of the season. So I'm ecstatic with today, even though you didn't get the win. Justin Fields, the Jets, everything looks like it's pointing in the right direction, and I'm going to have you covered here, wall to wall. New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.